Hey. Who has
what
6 thumbs and is off tomorrow?
Aliens.
These guys right here. Dad is always off on Fridays, but Ryan and I always work on Fridays, and we are off tomorrow.
We're kind of living like the dad kind of retirement party.
I got to work tomorrow, man.
Nice.
I work every day.
Full disclosure, I'm going to put a disclaimer out there right now.
Put it out.
We have been drinking because we are off tomorrow.
Yes.
We're having a great time.
What?
We're going to go see Pup live at Janice Landing tomorrow night. It's going to be a great time.
Punk Canadian rock band ever.
Danielle's going to come out with us. Gabby's going to come out with us. We're going to have a good time. And Dad, I don't know how to tell you, man. We're probably going to spend the night and watch some South Park, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just going to be one of those nights.
We might hit the bottle of Jack tonight.
We bought the bottle of Jack, and we have plenty of other accoutrements.
Is there only one way to do it?
Well, you know, it's a good reason you bring that up because there is only one way to do it. So let's get to it. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's get a Bob Burger.
Get drunk! Yeah! We're talking all right! Let's go!
Yeah, guys, welcome. Hey, everybody, it is They Call Us the Breeze. That is Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra. Live from the Tiger Cave. Oh, wow. That shit came in like a jet engine, and I knew it would. That's why I gave it that break and pause.
That was a flyover.
That was a little flyover. Just a friendly fly. Yeah. Recognizable craft. Friendly craft. No UFOs. No, nothing. Guys, this is They Call Us the Breeze. This is episode 61. We're out here. We're having fun. We have a huge show for you tonight. Oh, my God.
King size show.
I have a question. What about UFOs? And I've always wondered what people think about this. What you guys think a UFO is?
Okay. It's just an unidentified flying object. It doesn't matter.
Absolutely.
So if I don't know what a Boeing 757 looks like in the air, it's a UFO to me.
So you don't think you it's not an alien
if I don't know
craft?
If I don't know what
do you
species,
think it's an alien craft or just
now we've talked about this.
If
on
I
the
don't
podcast.
know what species of bird it is, it's a UFO.
Absolutely.
Now we
absolutely
right? Am I wrong?
And if the Naval Observatory and the Air Force and the best that we have in Colorado and wherever we have shit
Nevada,
we don't know about it.
Yeah.
Nevada,
True.
can't identify it. And the pilots in the plane can't identify it. It's like, well, it's just an unidentified
That's what a
flying
UFO
object.
is.
Now let me ask you guys this question. I know
It could be a balloon.
We've
It
talked
could be a
about
balloon.
We've talked about
Right.
UFOs on the podcast in the past. They obviously say that like if they were to divulge all the information, that there would be like a security threat because people would
You know why?
start freaking out of what is around us. Now my question to you, Dad and Remy, is
Why?
would you want to divulge the evidence?
I
No,
wanna know.
sir.
Would you be more scared? I think I
No,
would be
sir.
okay.
No, sir, because everything that we can't identify flying out there, in my opinion, is probably...
I just want to
Wait,
know.
so do you
though.
think, so the question is, would you be scared to know that like there's aliens living
No,
amongst
because
you?
I don't-
Or
no.
I feel like you'd be the first person to like bake them cookies.
Hell no.
And
Blow the lid off the
I
joint.
would.
Everything
You
that's
better
unidentified-
believe.
Everything that's in my opinion, everything is an unidentified flying object.
Well, I mean,
Is
that was the joke, but let's get realistic.
but
We're talking now about aliens.
Now,
But realistically, if they're
no.
living amongst us,
No,
like I
the-
would be the first person to bake them cookies, introduce myself to them.
oh, if an
say
ET
hello.
walked up your backyard?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would. I
Yeah.
mean, I would try to befriend him.
Let
I
me
mean,
tell you
God.
something, Mike. You know what I mean?
Hey, Mike,
Hey,
you got any Budweiser over there? I got a cooler back
Well,
there,
yeah,
but I ran out.
I'm just listening to a band called Led Zeppelin.
My name
Have
is.
you ever heard of Alabama?
I've heard of him, but my name is Willie, and I
Hey,
do have
Willie!
some. Yeah, I know, and I
And
have
that-
some out there in the garage. There's a
In that
there's a
regard.
second there's a second refrigerator, and you could probably find some beers out there.
So-
there's a second refrigerator out in the garage.
No, I do a better. Him.
I guess
You
in
do a
that
better
regard, I
Oh,
guess
I
in that
got you,
regard,
Will.
you'd want someone more like an Alf.
That was the
And
most
you-
timid father
you'd
of
want
the
some
house.
Let's
more
go.
of a-
Hold on. I'm sorry, Ryan, to cut you off and hold that thought. Let's go watch Alf. Willie talks like this. Alf, if you wouldn't do this types of
Exactly.
things.
Oh, like
you wouldn't get involved in these kind of things. And he's kind of like he's almost like almost like
saying
Jewish.
nothing.
He's almost like Jewish, but not. And he's just like very like
yeah,
I'm
basically
just,
like
poor me.
By
Yeah,
the-
because he's got a friggin' alien in his house.
Yeah.
But he also
You can
does,
imagine
like,
the CIA and FBI coming down on him. What the? I mean, like
The last episode they took him
E.T.
away. The
So-
last episode they took him away.
Do you think the main like common thread of that show was don't bite the hand that feeds you?
If you're
No.
talking about cats, we used to juice them all the time on Melmac.
Yes.
That's the best thing I can
Do
do.
you guys remember? I had that
so I guess the
Alf
question
about
is,
that?
Okay, all right,
What
let's
do
get
you
into
think
that
the common
story.
theme of Alf was? Like, what do you
No.
think the thread was? Like,
social
funny.
issues.
Funny.
Social issues?
It was just
No.
about it was all about being
If someone were to
prejudiced.
come into
I
a
probably-
household,
It was about
how
being
would an outer
it was about
spec-
accepting other people of other races. That's the whole thing.
No.
It was the 80s. Come on.
No, I was just having a pet.
Well, yeah, but you gotta understand.
but then also looking how fucked up like the 60s
Hey, Wooly,
or the
I know
80s
what you're
household,
saying.
90s household was.
I was a pet.
Okay.
I mean, this happened in 1986. It was the Reagan era. Everybody was running
the
around
triple
and just,
down effect.
It wasn't the age of free love. It was more the age of McDonald's.
Lower voice, but perfect. I mean, the connotation and everything's right on. You're just
Thanks,
getting
man.
too high pitched.
Yeah. No, he gets that way, though.
You know, I had
Again,
that Alf
I'm
doll.
gonna make you-
Remember?
I'm gonna go-
Me and Bill took that.
Oh, yeah. So here's the story, Ryan. If we haven't talked about it, I think we talked about it. Actually, I think we talked about it
think
on
we
the
touched
on the pilot
on it.
episode. So you guys have never heard this story, but Bill had
No, I had. Mom bought me a Alf doll that was about
how
this
big?
big.
About 3 foot. About 3
Looking
foot.
With his
about-
legs out.
Well,
For
how,
all you listeners out there,
how
Dad's-
big
Dad's
he
putting
was
up-
in this show? How
So
big he was in the show?
Well, I don't know how big he was.
No,
in the show,
exactly.
but
4 foot,
The
probably.
stuffed animal that she bought me was like,
Life
'cause
size.
we watched
Alf size.
Alf size.
Yeah.
And his legs stuck out. So me and Bill used to go down to Cumberland all the time. So we stuck him in between us in the pickup truck.
Hey, Mike. Hey, Bill.
Hey, pass
This
that
Led
thing.
Zeppelin
Hey,
3 album
hey,
is
Mike.
really-
Hey, Bill, you need to pass that. I thought you said you're never going to be a good quarterback. You don't know how to pass. Pass that thing over this
Pass
way.
that thing this away.
Slalom.
Pass the Dutchie on the left-hand side.
I can only imagine. And it took us 4.5 hours down I-75 from Dayton
God, can we play a
through
police album?
Cincinnati.
He was born for
through
radio.
Cincinnati all the way down
With
to
this
almost to
fucking Alf
Tennessee with this fucking Alf doll, which he was up to our shoulders.
Yeah.
But you probably couldn't see him
And-
unless you were like in a
With the
next-
legs
if
Hold
you
on.
were a
So if
tractor
you were like
tra-
next
if you
to
were-
you in a lane and you were
and you were
higher
a tractor
than,
trailer driver,
higher than you
it
guys.
was like, what the fuck is wrong with those two guys? They got fucking Alf in between them.
Bill's
See,
got a
carpool
joint.
lane.
Bill's got a joint. Smoking
They're
a
doing the
joint.
carpool lane.
carpooling. Hey,
It works
How are we
faster
supposed
with
to get
Dude,
off
I'm
here?
with these Polacks
It works
over
a
here.
lot faster with 3 people.
This one's talking about Led Zeppelin and rolling up doobies, and this one's talking about being part of the family. I don't understand what's going on over here.
Oh,
We should watch some of that.
We brought him. I bet there's at least twice that we had him sitting, and you're talking a bench seat, in that S10.
Oh, yeah.
in the Silverado, that we
3-person
had.
seat, yeah.
and no back seat. Maybe a little stuff.
I got something in my problem.
and he's right in between us. Everybody in the I-75 that had an upper level had to be like,
What
"The fuck is wrong with those two guys?"
Well, they got their.
Well, apparently they never grown up.
Yeah, what is it like when you register your dog as like a
service dog? And
yeah,
shit,
yeah, yeah. A
He's a
companion
service
dog.
animal. He's a
stuffed
Companion
animal.
animal.
He helps me. He calms me down on long rides.
Yeah,
off of it.
so when you go to the
Also,
airport
he
or
is
whatever,
filled with
he's
about-
on a leash.
especially
He just
after
talks to
coming
him. Hey, he needs to get in front of the head of the line here at the
I
airport.
gotta take a
I'm a
leak,
service
Bill.
animal, and do you mind if I? Where's the nearest bathroom?
just
There
don't,
was an exit 5 miles back there, Bill.
just don't check my ass. There's a gram of weed hidden up there.
That was
All
a
right.
great show.
Tomachek.
Speaking of fun and all that, dude, I had a total
What? That-
party house that I found. And it was a cash only offer.
He
So
showed
I
me
was
this.
I was disqualified. Cash only offer. Well within my budget. This place was a trash hole. It was a huge house, right? As soon as you go in, there's like a carport for fixing bikes and cars, and it's just dirty. And there's a little patio with a hot tub, like an inflatable hot tub, like a Coleman hot tub. So you just know. And then when you walk into that, now the house itself has a kitchen, a bathroom, and 2 bedrooms. But most of
kind of Charlie Manson.
And this thing is like 1,300 square feet. The house itself, most of the house was the front living room when you first walk in. The dude built a full-on bar.
In the living room.
Like, just when you first walk in the door, it looks like a bar.
Well, he probably never
it's
meant to be married, and it was a bachelor pad
It's straight up a bar. And then behind the bar, there's a cutout window, almost like you would pass food through. And that's not where the kitchen is. That's where I thought the kitchen would be.
Wait, so did you just buy a Sunshine City Grill
On the
St. Pete
Sunset Grill? Yeah,
Yeah,
literally
30th.
like. And then when you go through the window, this is why I realized the window is there, because there's another like ledge, and obviously if that's the bar on that one room, all your beers and drinks are going to be right there. That ledge window goes out to another room that literally just looks like a small pool table area with a dartboard. So this dude literally built like a bar in the front half of his house.
Dude.
It has a pool table
Dad.
room that's separated
Does he
by
have
the
bedrooms?
bar.
Dad,
and then
this
there's
place-
2 bedrooms and a bathroom.
There's places you can
But
sleep.
it was like trashed. But like I was just
This
like,
place is like-
investment. That could be a cool party house.
All
What?
we need, Dad, is if you can go ahead and liquidate everything you have for about $250,000
Yeah, we need it.
cash.
We need it
We
now.
need
Let's do it. Let's do
$250 cash,
And then we're gonna
we
put
go
up
buy this
three
bitch.
flat screen TVs right behind the bar, and we're just gonna like go there. And literally the bar itself, Dad, this is the best part. It looked like one of those old like Italian restaurant bars that had like the red pad around where your elbows go on. And then there's 2 huge ashtrays on it. So I was like, this dude literally uses this like a bar.
We already picked out a booth.
So
for
he
you in the
doesn't live
corner.
there. It's just a second house.
But I don't know what he does. I don't know.
I have no idea, but this thing
I'm not
looks
gonna get it 'cause
sweet.
it's
We're
cash
not gonna.
only,
Yeah, it's
so.
only cash.
Yeah.
But like this would be like one of those places where like Dad would be in the back corner.
No, it'd be a
and
club.
you'd be in the
It
back
would be a
corner.
club.
You'd be in the
A
back
men's
corner.
club.
Well, remember
low
that-
lit.
No women allowed. It'd be a men's club.
A He-Man
So-
Woman Haters Club?
No, not. You don't have to hate women.
Okay, no
Just they're
ma'am.
not allowed.
No ma'am.
Just-
That was the-
No,
that-
I'm saying if you.
What
if,
are you
if
saying?
you had plenty of money and you just wanted to have a clubhouse for your
Just
buddies
talk shit.
to watch football and
boys?
have your.
It's a
Yeah.
boys' club.
It's a boys' club.
So
It's a when you
No,
have
listen.
lots of
So you say it's
You have lots
no,
of-
hold on. You say so you're like it's just a boys club, and I go so the He-Man Woman Haters Club, and you're like no,
No.
that's exactly
Different.
what the fuck it is.
Different.
okay, well maybe it is.
Graduated.
No, it's like girls not allowed.
Yeah, it's not that the rascals hate
When
women.
everybody has so much discretionary money, it's like, hey, you want to
Poker
go
games,
up around
poker?
Tallahassee, whatever, and buy a 500 acres for this much for $250,000, and we'll hunt on it.
And here's this watch.
Or do you want to buy a house and we'll just make a
Oh,
men's
you
club
wanna-
right there.
wait,
We'll play darts and we'll shoot pool and yeah.
Wait, so is that F-150
if
already
we go
gone,
up there
Mike?
at that hunting thing, do we got to buy ATVs, and
well,
dress
we
in
need
camouflage?
ATVs for hunting.
This is a good question.
Yes,
I'm
we
not
do.
going
Wait.
hunting
Oh, well,
with-
let's just buy the house with the pool table and the dartboard.
May
just
I,
like
may I
just
ask
like
you a
golf.
question?
Hold on, just like golfing, I will not golf without a cart. I will not hunt without an ATV. I'm sorry.
Dad, let me ask you a question, okay?
Yeah.
Gambling. You don't have any cash on you. What is something that you would be very flip-flop, like coin flip, to give away for X amount of money? Say, okay, I'll bet the next hand I don't have cash, but I will do something very valuable. What is something that you would bet? Like something, a gun? Would it be a gun that you'd maybe put up? Or
Well, it would depend on the amount you're trying to cover.
yeah.
sure.
What if we're looking at like $10,000 pot?
I would never be in that pot, so you're gonna have to bring
Yeah.
that number way down.
Yeah.
He's
I
like,
wouldn't
here's
either.
about
I
$15,000
wouldn't
worth
either.
of pot. Smoke up, boys.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Well, guys, hey, They Call Us the Breeds. That is Bravo Romeo Echo Sierra live from the Tiger Cage. Damn.
Good one, man.
Episode 61. We're going to take a
they're
quick
in heat tonight.
little
I
break.
bet you've been
Yeah.
taking voice lessons.
He has.
That sounded like Missy.
Guys, we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Dad, what do you say?
Hissing.
All right, Ryan.
They're in heat.
All right, we'll see you. Bye-bye. Just kicking in USA and I got some real tricks up my sleeve. These motherfuckers never think I'm gonna leave.
Yeah.
With your heaving ya. Ow!
Oh, and Teresa hears about this.
Welcome. When Mom
Our
hears
producer,
about this.
Teresa, on the other side
We're
of that
getting
door.
shut down. Guys,
Yeah.
it's They Call Us the Breeds. That's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra. Episode 61, live from the Tiger Cave.
What was that?
There it is. That's a good hearty growl, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We have headlines per
Sound like
usual.
Tom Brady.
And we still don't have a headlines guy, but we're going to get one someday. But it's time to do some headlines, guys. What do you say?
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
okay.
get into it.
Ladies and gentlemen, hey, it is Remy Brechak of They Call Us the Breeze here to do some headlines for you guys tonight. Very important topics all across the land, all across the United States, but mostly in Florida. Let's be real, most of them are in Florida all the time. Guys, it's time for some headlines. I hope you guys, have you been enjoying the headlines, Mike, recently?
I have been.
You know,
I
smart news?
enjoy it.
I
I think this is great.
I asked Ryan that the earlier
Bring
today.
something
love these
informative to all the people of Florida every time.
I said, do we
and the thing that you worry about, some people out of state and
Might not
throughout
worry
the-
about,
I
yeah.
mean, we're syndicated in 56 markets. So.
Absolutely. Thank
Yes.
you for
Cause.
iterating.
So you
that.
hope
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
it's something they can relate to.
Well, headlines: a Virginia woman. All right, which one do you guys want to hear first?
Virginia
that's
one.
just
here we
that
go.
was
right
good.
there.
That was a good start.
A Virginia man thought he won $600 on his scratch off, and then when he went in to cash it in, officials told him it's actually worth $1 million. You guys?
Oh, I saw that. I saw that on
I'm
Smart
sure
News,
you
but
did
I
on
didn't
this
read it. I didn't read it.
All right,
There's a
so
good little,
Jose Flores Velasquez. I
That's
guess.
easy for you to say.
Yeah. Jose Velasquez purchased the 20 times, the 20 times the money ticket. You've seen
Yeah.
it. Yeah, it's got the big 20. Those are $20 tickets, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. He purchased one of those scratch-offs Tuesday from a Virginia lottery dealer, a little gas station. And then when he thought he won $600, he went to the service center, because anything over $500 you can't
Right.
cash it in.
Right.
So you have to go to the actual service center.
Correct.
Like the headquarters for your
Tallahassee
your
for us.
cities. Yeah. And Mom actually had to do that one time. Mom actually had to go to Tallahassee to claim she won like $1,200 on a ticket or something like that, and she had to go to Tallahassee. I remember we went with her and we got cool little Florida lottery keychains and stuff, and they had all swag.
Probably Tampa,
Yeah, but either way,
because they have a place in Tampa where you can do that.
so he won that at a grocery store in not Allendale, which is where Rhonda Regalia hangs
Yeah,
out
of
a
course.
lot.
Allendale,
but
St. Pete?
Annandale was where
Oh.
this was won in the Virginia lottery.
Oh.
And so when he arrived at the customer service place for the main thing, they informed him, "Hey, dude, it's not just $600, dude. It's $1 million. Can you fucking
Hey, buddy, not
imagine?"
was it $600, but it's $1 million now.
And he had
How
the-
would you get that wrong?
Well, he had the choice.
Scratch off was the scratch off.
No, I was curious, so I looked it up.
You
He
take
had the
the lump
choice.
sum.
He had the choice of taking the full $1 million prize over 30 years, or, they always give you that option, the one-time cash lump sum of $759,000.
Do you know what game it was?
$900. So basically, $760,000 is what he could walk away
I would
with.
Was it a
absolutely take
scratch
it.
off game or
A scratch off, yeah. The 20 times money. You've seen it 10 times, 5 times. You spent
Now,
$5
Remy-
ticket 10 times,
and a
$20.
$20 ticket?
Yeah, 20
Would you-
times the money. Yeah,
Would you take
the
you take the payout, right?
I take the payout. Of course,
Yeah.
he got paid
That's
out.
$800,000.
Well, he could take $1 million over the course of 30 years, or just take $760,000 right now.
Well, it would depend on the payout. If it was over 20 years, I'd take the payout.
Well, it's over 30.
Right.
Yeah.
And I ain't going to live that long. So.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Well, thanks for getting dark with us.
But
We'll
also-
get into
I'm
that.
not going to be 92.
We'll get into that
Yeah,
later.
right.
I'm
Remy-
not, hi, I'm not the queen.
Well,
You
he,
guys-
he chose the cash option. This guy, Velasquez.
Yeah, great for him.
He chose the cash option. And then the store also gets a bonus. I don't know if you heard about this. The store gets a bonus for $10,000 when they
Yes.
sell a ticket that high.
Yep.
And according to officials, he says he might open a business. He doesn't know what he's going to
Yeah.
do with the money. And
Are
by
you
the way,
kidding me?
the
You won $1 million.
the odds of winning that top prize is 1 in 1,754,400.
But people win it.
All right, Rem. Let me ask you a question.
Okay,
You just got $800,000 dropped in your lap. What are you doing?
$800.
800,000.
800,000.
He's going to Guitar Center.
Yeah. What do you? Yeah. At least.
Right.
At least.
Right
grabbing,
off the bat.
Well, no,
he's going to
first
Guitar
thing that's
Center,
happening-
He's getting a Les Paul.
First
At
thing
least
that-
grabbing a guitar.
First thing that's happening is the $4,000 of debt I have on my car left. I'm paying that off, and I'm getting a new car. You know, I'm trading
Take
that
the
in.
family out for dinner.
Boom. Always take the. If
And
you
we're
don't,
talking
if you
about
don't,
like
if
a-
you don't remember,
we're talking
actually,
like a
hold on, hold on.
$2,000
Paying off the debt and getting a new car. That's
Hey, if you guys don't remember, when I won that $4,800 scratch off,
over and yeah.
we went to Bonefish that week, and you guys actually let me pay for dinner, you and Mom, for the first time ever, and probably the last time ever. But I was like, I want to pay for dinner. I just won this huge scratch off, and you and Mom actually let me pay for dinner that night.
Probably.
And-
I
yeah.
do
No, you
remember
did.
finally letting you.
That's a
and
good
you were
question.
serving us.
Can I ask you-
weren't
No,
eating
no, no,
with
no,
us.
no. I was with you. I wasn't even working. I was in desk jobs when I won that money.
So let me ask a question.
really?
Okay,
Yeah.
because we're in hospitality and we
Okay.
dream about these monies like coming in, and we bet on the side of taking orders. Dad, like, would you stomach a $2,000 bill? Going out, bringing people out to a dinner,
Like,
wine
can you
bottles.
stomach a $2,000
could
tab?
You, could,
Could
you,
I,
could
uh,
you stomach a
$2,000 tab?
Could I
$2,000
pay
tab?
for that?
Yeah, could you stomach a $2,000
I can pay
tab?
for that.
Yeah?
I can pay for that.
Well, I think the question is like, would you be remorseful in spending that much for one night?
Well, if you especially
I
hit,
wouldn't wanna
if you
spend
especially
near
hit
that
for
much in
almost,
one
Right,
night.
if you
right.
spent,
But I could-
if you hit
that-
for $800,000, I mean,
Well,
you know, would you
I
spend
could pay for
$5,000 for a deal?
I could pay
The
for
question
that.
is not, and we're not going to get into finances. The question is not whether or not we could pay for it. It's can you stomach the thought of paying $2,001?
Yeah.
I wouldn't
the
invite a
threshold,
bunch
yeah,
of people
that's the
out where I
question.
knew it was going to cost me $2,000.
Yeah,
no way.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, next headline we have up for you guys. A couple spent $120,000 on cars, quad bikes, and boats, and all sorts of other things in the 2 weeks after they got deposited the wrong amount into their checking account. All right. Now I looked it
Oh,
up.
so they splurged it?
There's an old wives tale that says like if they accidentally deposit it and you spend it before they get to it, it's yours. That wives tale, guys, is wrong. Do not do that because they will persecute you. They will
if
go
someone
after the money.
accidentally
you
deposited
you
a
can end
check
up in
in your-
jail.
And that's not the first time I've saw that.
So
I've
Robert,
seen that so many times.
Robert and Tiffany Williams from Pennsylvania, they went on a 2-week spending spree before they got noticed after the accidental transfer from their bank. The bank was supposed to be giving them, it was a check from some other, it was called Dimension Covington Investment, and they were putting in a check, and it
Wrong
accidentally
account.
it actually made it into their account, which only held about $1,100 at this point.
Absolutely.
And then all of a
I
sudden,
don't know the story, but I've heard it a million
So Robert
times.
and Tiffany Williams from Pennsylvania went on a 2-week
that's
spending
fraud,
spree.
right? That's fraud.
And then
And how much dropped in their account?
they bought an SUV. They bought
Now,
two
how much?
quad.
How many thousands of dollars?
120,000.
Okay. Yeah.
They had 1,000 in their checking account before this.
Right.
So now they have 121,000.
Nobody will know about this.
So they
yeah,
bought.
so
they bought an
basically did the one thing
SUV.
is where it's like if there were to be X amount dollars in my, if they were to add an extra zero in my
Well, they
banking
just
account.
did what everybody that doesn't know that, like, it's an old wives' tale. You can't just spend all the money and be like, well, it was in my account. You can't go after, like, that's.
Yeah, there's ledgers.
Yeah, so now that they're like, okay, no, yeah, the bank's going to come after you. They got arrested. They ended up buying what they buy. Oh, God. An SUV. They bought 2 quad bikes. They bought a camper. They bought a race car, and then they dished out $15,000 just to their friends. So
They
I mean,
spent that money
Kind
quick.
of. I mean, kind of like a Robin Hood, though. They had 120,000. 15,000 of that they gave away to their friends real quick.
Very little Robin Hood.
Well, I
Yeah.
bet
But
they had
still,
a
like-
conversation. They sat there and they're like, "Hey, I got
and
I
they
don't
said
know how-
I got
Hey,
$200,000.
Where were they from?
at the time they were caught, they had only
West
spent.
Virginia.
At the time they were caught, they had only spent 107,000.
So they still had what,
Which they
13,000?
took out of there.
13,000 was left.
Oh
on
yeah,
that.
yeah.
You ain't
and,
gonna believe this.
So
Hey.
the staff from BB&T, they contacted Tiffany of Tiffany Williams and her boyfriend, husband, Robert. I don't know. They contacted Tiffany and they said, hey, this is gone. And she reportedly told them she had to use the money to pay off bills, but she said she'd work out a payment plan and it would everything would be fine. But then after about 2 more phone calls, she stopped responding. So they got the police involved, and now, they're going to jail.
Hey, Johnny Lee, we got
Robert
no
Lee.
Johnny Lee. We got like $300,000 extra in our bank account.
It reminds me of like
Do you realize we can buy them steaks that they got for like $3.49 a
them
pound?
259s. Yeah, we can.
And
we
we'll
can get,
grill out this weekend, and we can buy that grill at the Home Depot that we've been looking at.
I couldn't imagine. I mean, like I said, they bought a bunch of. They went hard. They just bought a bunch of high-priced vehicles,
And that new F-150,
and they probably figured we can sell these at some point,
F-150
right?
Vortex
reminds me
monster
of-
truck that you've been wanting to buy.
it reminds me
I
of
done.
like,
I already done bought it for you.
you remember on Netflix there's Zach Galifianakis, and he plays that like role where these people from West Virginia they end up like stealing the Brinks truck.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, they end up like stealing
what
the
is that
Brinks
movie
truck.
called?
A Brinks.
A Brinks truck,
Masterminds or some
Master
shit?
Disguise or
Masterminds.
Masterminds.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
and they end
did
up
you-
in West Virginia. They steal like $5 million.
It's about a. It's
but
a
it
movie.
ends up coming back
it's
to
about a true story, but they loosely base it and they make it into a comedy
Yeah, and
movie.
there's
and it's
a dude
about
that-
a guy who works for Franklin Loomis, Wells Fargo, one of these banks, and he's just doing
A
the
movie?
transfer of all the money, and he breaks into the.
I think I
he just
probably
tried
watched
to-
it.
yeah.
You probably have. Yeah.
Have
probably seen it.
have you heard about the story in California where these guys do these art shows and they have jewelry and stuff like that? And Brinks brings their jewelry, it's jewelry store shows, from one location in LA to another location, and it got heisted. The whole truck got heisted. And all these people that go to these different jewelry stores or jewelry shows in convention centers around California, $100 million worth of
Wow.
jewels, and
That'd be a good place to start.
I know, it's not come to an end yet. I've been following it, and
That'd
I
be a
haven't
good
read
place to
anything
start.
lately. But I've been following it on Smart News and in the newspaper. I mean, it's a big deal.
Yeah, that'd be a
I mean-
very, very good place to start.
I
that's
mean,
for
they
sure.
and these people say they have their whole family, their whole fortune in that money moving. They might have like $10 million worth of jewels, and there's several people, and they do jewelry shows around the California coast, up and down or whatever.
All right.
And somebody must have known where that truck was going to be parked.
Where the
A
truck-
guy
yeah.
fell asleep at a truck stop.
It's like Hard Rain. That's a great movie. Just kidnap the
It
guy.
is a
that-
good movie.
Yeah.
And this is a live
You
story
go
that's
ahead.
ongoing right now, truly. But it is a movie. How the fuck does a guy, two guys, one guy goes in to eat something, the other guy takes a nap in a truck that they're moving $100 million worth of jewels from one show to the next.
Yeah, no, agreed. Jesus Christ. All right, we got another. hold
was
on.
that-
I'll get rid of it. It's Rhonda.
Yeah, Rhonda?
Yeah, she probably
Rhonda
thought
Collins?
she probably thought we were done with the show by now, and she's trying to give me updates on listings or whatever. But we're gonna hang up on that. But anyway, guys, this is they call us the Breeze. We're gonna take a quick little break. We're going to come back with something very important to us, me and Ryan. We're checking up on Dad's mental age, okay?
Yes.
He's retired now.
I want to know how
He's
he
retired.
is these days.
He's retired
because
now.
I want to know.
Hey.
I want to know what
His
I have to
his body,
vomit.
his
How
bo-
he think now?
Well, no,
How
his-
he think now?
His body is clearly falling behind. He's got a fat gut now. He's
Yeah.
getting bigger.
Oh.
He's
Yeah.
getting bigger.
Oh.
I just want to make sure his brain is still up to snuff. So we're going to do a little
Big ol'
mental
vessel,
age
wow.
test. I have taken this test. Okay. Somehow I'm 36.
And what did you come out?
Somehow
as?
I'm 36, but I came up as 57.
Well, shit.
Okay?
If I come at that or below, I'll do good.
Oh yeah, even better. Ryan is 31. He came up with what was it?
35.
Yeah, 35. So
That's
so
not
they,
bad. That's
they,
not
ta-
bad.
they tacked on like 15 years to me, and they tacked on like 5 years for Ryan. So we're gonna see what Dad gets when we come right back after this break, guys. Don't go anywhere, Dad. What do you say?
Oh, let's go, boys.
Oh, we'll see ya. Bye bye.
Take a break. Let's hear that cat roar.
Blow the lid off the joint. Yeah.
You are the gayest monster since gay came to Gaytown.
Well, hello everybody, and welcome
Howdy,
back to
everybody.
They Call Us the Breeze. That is Bravo Romeo Echo Sierra live from the Tiger Cave. Except
There's a
not
roar,
really live.
there's a roar.
We're having some issues with YouTube right now, but it's fine. You're gonna see this on Monday, and you're gonna get this every Monday wherever you get your podcast drip, guys. Just because we go every Thursday on YouTube live doesn't mean you're not gonna get this great episode
No.
mixed. And also cut all the bullshit. You know, we're gonna cut a lot.
You never
of
know what
bullshit
you're
out.
going to get.
And you're
true.
gonna get the true episode every Monday wherever you get your podcast.
It depends
drip.
on what
on
in the
YouTube,
world is
on
happening.
Spotify, on Amazon Prime Music, on Apple Music, on whatever. Maybe I listen to iHeartRadio a
Cut and
lot.
slice it.
I listen to iHeartRadio a lot. I listen to a lot of different shows on iHeartRadio live, and I expect the same from my podcast. So
Yes.
yeah, so you can catch all that out there, guys.
And you
And
never know what we're going to bring up.
before we
You
go
never know.
tonight, and speaking of never know what we're going to bring up, before we go tonight,
If
we
you
devised.
remember.
We've devised. We found. We didn't devise it. We found
we-
a special
we
test.
have-
They're picking
upon-
on me. They're picking
just-
on me
we-
tonight because
yeah,
it reminds me
we're-
of the song. If you remember.
Well, Dad's
Do you
been. Yeah.
remember?
Dad-
Do,
oh,
do.
September. Do you remember?
Oh.
Aria,
On and on and on and on. I know. Testing my memory.
Yeah, that's a little Steely Dan, right?
I
Yeah,
do not
Earth,
know.
Wind,
Pretty
and
sure.
Fire.
Pretty sure. Yeah.
Earth, Wind, and Fire. Probably.
Either way, guys.
I'll go with Earth, Wind,
we
and
have
Fire.
a segment tonight.
$2,500 for Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Last segment we have for you guys tonight is the mental age test. Okay, Dad has been retired for,
Yes.
I mean, coming on 5-6 months now.
Yeah.
and
Retired brain.
we want to check in with his mental.
Yeah.
And
See
I
how
am-
he is.
I am mentally as sharp as a bowling ball.
You think so?
I believe that. I will believe that. But let's let the experts decide. Okay.
Yeah.
And we have a questionnaire that's going to determine your mental age. Now you are 61 years old, right?
I am.
Okay.
Are you?
So we're going to determine your mental age tonight based on a quiz that we found. I took the quiz. I got 57. Okay. I am 36 years old. I got 57. But that
You're an
makes
old
sense
man.
because I always
Well,
joke.
yeah.
I always joke that I am like a 55-year-old man. I always joke that I
this
like
solidified.
I like to keep to myself. There are certain things that I live like a 50-year-old man in my mindset.
Same as me. When I was a young man, I've always listened to talk and news radio.
Well, it's
and
not
that-
even just that. It's just the
and-
way I like to live my life.
Well, I know, and I'm conservative or whatever.
Yeah,
how you
yeah.
spend your money and stuff like
exactly.
that. Make sure you take care of your kids.
Exactly.
And so I've always been.
So I speared towards 57, and I'm 36.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan is 31, and he what was your score?
35.
35.
I
Okay.
yeah.
So we're gonna go into Dad's now and see what Dad's possible scores
I wish
might
Mom
be for
could be
this test.
watching this.
I know. I wish she could be too, but she can every Monday wherever you get your podcast drip, YouTube, and
she'll be able to pull it back up.
yeah, exactly. All right, Dad. Let's start the mental age quiz. Are you ready, man?
I am ready.
Okay.
And mentally prepared.
First question I have for you tonight. How much do you care about your appearance, your hairstyle, and your clothes? Is it A, very much, B, and now these are going to go like kind of like least to most. Most of them, they're going to be like in order of like very much or very little to very much, or very much to very little.
You know, personally, I usually kind of pay attention
So how much
to
do you care about?
tidy I am,
How much?
you know?
Yeah. Okay. So A is very much. B is a lot because you like to look handsome. C is I usually pay attention to look tidy enough.
See, that's
So
generally
you're gonna
how
go
I
with
am.
C?
Yeah,
You're-
yeah.
The other options were somewhat and not so much and not at all. So
yeah,
and
no,
you're gonna go with
I
yes.
like to be tidy.
All right.
I'm not pretty
I'm gonna
titty.
lock that in on the website. Here we go. Click. Okay. All right. Next question. When do you usually wake up in the morning? Now, I have a pretty good idea of when
Yeah,
this is,
I have
and
a
I don't
very
think
good idea.
they're even.
I
Gonna
usually wake up about between
5:30.
5:40.
I'm gonna bet they're not gonna have that on the list.
4:45 and
All right.
6 o'clock.
So
5 o'clock.
So your options in this quiz are, because they're not going to be the same as when you actually wake up, but your options are: I like to sleep until the afternoon, or I wake up between 9 and 10. I wake up between 8 and 9. I wake up between 7 and 8. And for some reason, it says I wake up between 8 and 7, which I don't understand what the fuck that means.
Yeah.
And then it says between 6 and 7.
6 to 7.
Yeah. I mean, because I know you wake up at like 4:30 in the morning. So, okay. So we'll lock that in here. Click. All right. Next
you are
question.
80 years old.
What do you think the key to success is in life? Like just in life in general, the key to success, is it money? Is it being energetic? Is it having optimism? Is it studying? Is it diligence? Or is it working hard?
Working hard.
Working hard.
Is- is
10
the
seconds,
way-
Mike.
Yeah, that's your answer. Okay, working hard. I'm gonna click that. All right, okay. We're taking, like I said, we are in the middle of a 20 question quiz, 19 question quiz on Mike's mental age. All right, here we go. What is your favorite movie genre, Mike? Is it fantasy? Is it romance? Is it comedy? Is it social realism? Is it historical? Or is it documentary?
Historical.
You're going to go historical? All right, click that. All right, okay. Yeah, click
All
that.
right.
Yeah.
All right. Moving right
All
along.
right, yeah, man. This man's busting them out. Okay, what would you like to do in your spare time, Mike?
I like to hang out with friends.
You like hanging out with your friends?
I
Well,
like to absolutely hang out
the
with
first
my
answer
friends.
is hang out with
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We
with
don't
friends
have to
or
go
family.
any
Oh, yeah,
further.
your buds.
So you don't
Yep,
have to go any
absolutely.
further.
Nope.
All right. Just gonna give you because you just pick it right so quick. All right, yeah. It's fun with your family and friends. It's also shopping. It could be watching a movie. It could be walking. It could be reading a book, and it could be
Christopher Walken.
gardening. But Dad chooses hanging out with your friend. All right, next
Absolutely.
question for
Why
you, man.
wouldn't you?
Your friend has betrayed you. What is your reaction? A, I get very angry. B, I can't do anything but cry the whole time. C, I cut them off without actually talking to them about it. I just cut them off. I just cut them out like a cancer. D, this is just so sad. That's all you can think. You're just like, this is so sad.
Oh, man.
E,
Why would he do that?
I asked them why they betrayed me. Give me an explanation.
My friends do
F.
not betray me.
My friends don't do that to me.
No,
and you're
my
going to say
friends-
that? Your friends don't
my
betray
They
you?
friends
don't
do
betray
not
you.
betray me.
Of course
All
they
right.
wouldn't. Why would they?
Not birthday, but yeah. So that's Dad's answer. Yeah, friends shouldn't betray you at all.
Absolutely not. Not if they're good friends.
All right, what was the last time you went to a party, Mike?
Probably a year ago.
Was it last week? It wasn't 2 weeks ago, right? It wasn't last month, right?
Mm-mm.
It wasn't like 3 or 4 months ago.
Mm-mm.
Probably wasn't. You don't remember, but it was probably about last year.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna click last year. Hold on. Click last year.
Click it.
All right, what is your favorite drink, Mike? Now, this is all according to the mental age test that Dad is taking right now. 19 questions to determine his mental age. Like I said, Ryan is 31, but he got 35. I am 36, but I got 57. We'll see what Dad gets. What is your favorite drink? Is it Jaeger? Is it whiskey? Is it a nice vodka or gin martini, perhaps? Perhaps maybe it's a nice glass of
I've seen
Bordeaux.
Dad, like, ask for
Nice
like,
glass of
Bordeaux.
Bordeaux, a little
Bordeaux's
wine,
good.
little wine,
Bordeaux's good, yes.
beer, and that just takes the cake, right?
Well, we'll just
or vodka drink.
Vodka and lemon and salt.
or
A
beer.
shot.
Bullshit.
Or beer.
I'm going beer with
I'm
you.
going beer.
All right,
I'm
beer.
going beer.
Beer it is. All right, clicking. All right. I always act without thinking. This is kind of a true or false statement, but it has a multiple choice to it. I always act without thinking. On a scale of 1 to 10, basically. Or 1 to 6, I should say. Yes, I always act without thinking. Yes, I usually act without thinking. Sometimes I act without thinking. Not always do I act without thinking. No, I usually think and then I act. And no, I always
Sometimes
act on my
act
thinking.
without thinking.
Sometimes you would say something.
Sometimes.
All right,
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let's click it.
Lock it in.
It's
All right,
sometimes
lock it in.
it's sometimes good to be funny. And
Well, yeah. Sometimes you gotta. I mean, you gotta.
you're being a clown in the
Who
crowd.
can make the rainbow? You know. I mean.
You can.
All right. What do you think about traveling, Mike? What do you think about traveling? Is it
Indifferent.
great? Is
It's
it
not
great?
that far from here to us.
I'm saying
to the high school.
anything to another state, anything outside of the state.
I think-
What do you think of traveling?
like
is
international.
Is it great?
or I mean, interstate
Well,
travel.
listen to my answers for psychology reasons. Is it great? Is it wonderful if I go with my friends? Is it great for new experiences? Is it good for relaxation? Is it I cannot go on very long trips because
Good
I know
it's really good. You know, when you go on a trip with your friends and everything like that, which you are with your friends, but it's great for relaxation.
yeah, just to kick your feet back a little bit.
Just
All
a
right,
little bit.
let's click that.
Absolutely,
All right,
and
let's click that
turn
one.
your cell phone off.
All right, let's click that one. All right. Do you spend more money on clothes or food? Much on both. More on clothes. More on food. Too little on both at all. None on both, which I don't know how that's a fucking option. You have to spend money on food. And then only food.
Food.
So more on food.
Yeah, I can
All
see
right,
that.
We'll lock that in. All right, this is a weird ass question because it's basically a George Harrison song title. What is life? Like, that's a very broad question. But he says, or they say, what is life? Is it having fun? Is it love? Is it goals? Probably completing those goals, I would imagine.
I think.
Working hard, family, or happiness.
Family, easily.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Easily
Definitely family.
family.
Definitely family. Okay.
Easily family.
Family.
It's family, baby. It's family. All right, we're gonna
No,
lock
it's
that in.
just like, you know.
All right.
goal.
Couple more questions. I think five left. I think five left. Five left.
Our focus totally is on you boys.
6 left. Sorry. I make logical decisions in critical situations. Okay. You, Mike, you make logical decisions in critical situations. Not at all. Rarely. Sometimes. Mostly. Yes, most all of the time. And yes, all of the time.
Cue cards.
I try to achieve working hard every day
Yeah.
of my life.
But your answer would be sometimes.
Always. I always try to
I
work
think
hard.
some. Where's your cue card say?
Does it say C?
It says
Yes.
that.
So, and we're cutting this part out.
Yes, and I work hard.
Here, look right here.
Yes, and I work hard.
All right, cool.
You read it how I read it.
All right,
I mean, I work hard every day to achieve
Yes, and then work hard to appreciate it.
Oh, that I knew we
Every
should
day.
have let Wally write these down.
I appreciate it every day. Please walk it in.
All right.
please.
Okay. Lock it in. He works hard to appreciate it every day.
Yeah.
All right. Do you have a goal?
it-
Do you have a goal in life? Is it A, I do not have one, or I don't know, rather. B, yes, I have one. C, yes, and I work hard to achieve that goal. D, yes, and I came close to that goal. E, I achieved my goals. Or
That's the next one.
F, I do not have long-term goals.
I'm firing my fucking secretary.
What's that?
I am firing my fucking secretary.
Why, it says
I did
new.
not have.
It says new.
New. Yes, new. New is the answer.
What, I'm sorry. I'm so lost right now. I don't know what you guys are laughing
I
about.
am too. We're going to have to cut this already.
What are you guys laughing about right now? I want to know what you're laughing.
It's fucking clues, man.
He wrote them. This fucking
I know.
idiot.
Yeah,
wrote
Yeah,
them.
whatever. Is there a new?
There's
is there an answer for
17,
new in there?
there's 18, there's 20, and 3.
All right, moving on.
What was the question?
I
I'll just
don't.
answer
I don't
it right
remember.
out.
I don't remember.
It's so hot.
What is your favorite TV program? What is your favorite TV program? Is it anime? Is it music television? Is it a psychology program? Is it
Read your cards.
a series? Is it news or is it documentaries?
News.
You're
We're
going to
back
say
on
news?
track. We're
Okay.
back
All right.
on
Back
track.
on track. All right. Okay. All right. Thank you, Mike.
I
Back
don't know
on
where
track.
I don't know where they went.
Last 3 questions I have for you, dude. How do you feel on your birthday?
Happy.
You're just happy?
He remembers that one. But
I
what
am.
does your card actually say?
My questions were, are you excited like the whole month before it? Are you just happy that it's your birthday?
Oh, he's happy.
Happy. Well,
Is it a
it's
sense of
when
mature-
you get a sense of joy,
He's,
and it's
happy.
like you wake up in the morning. If you're a young lad, you know,
Yeah.
like in England or whatever,
Yeah.
you know, I'm not talking about Paul and those guys
Yeah.
in the
It's pool.
20s. Yeah, Paul,
Pool.
and
How fuck
you know,
off.
and John, you know.
Fuck off,
John,
I'm talking
John
about a
and
little
Paul.
boy, you know, like kicking the ball around. You're happy. You're happy. You know what I
And you
mean?
nick us?
Mike is such a
and you
fucking
nick us,
wanker.
and you're kicking the ball around the ground, and
You
you
fucking wank.
You
and,
fucking
and you
wanker.
kick it,
You
and the
fucking
little
wank.
fat, the
All
little,
right, Mike.
the little
Last
fat
3.
kid that
Oh,
you.
yeah. I
Last
got
two.
You
Hey,
throw another
it-
pitch,
it-
too, eh?
Last fucking 2, mate.
It's like the little fat kid that you stick in the goal because you think he can't
well, the
score
fat
him left
kid is
or
gonna,
right.
gonna block a
And
bunch
you
of
think
shots.
you can put one by him because he's too fat to go left or right. That's wrong, but still, you
Fucking
take advantage of it, right?
Oh fuck, mate! If he's gonna be out there, he's gonna be fucking.
Right.
He's gonna learn
I'm gonna
quick,
kick it- yeah.
right quick, what it means to get a
Right.
participation
yeah,
trophy.
dive.
You know what?
left or
If
right,
he's going to be a
right?
vegetable, throw the
your-
corn in the fucking
you gotta,
alley, eh?
You gotta
All
stretch.
right, fuck,
you gotta
Mike.
stretch your hands out.
Last 2 questions before we leave tonight. God, I hope listener land is still out there. Last 2 questions we have for you. What is your current concern in life? Is it losing your friends? Is it economic conditions? Is it social issues? Is it political issues? Is it your health? Or is it ending up alone?
Economic.
Economic, you think?
Yeah, sure.
Eh.
All right, Mike. That tells us a little bit more about you. Click. Here we go. All right. Last question they have on the oh wow. Last question for the mental health quiz online, and we're gonna post this on the Facebook page so you guys can go out to take the quiz yourself. Last question. Are you are a blank person? Are you A, energetic? Are you B, fun?
Washed up.
Are you C, hardworking? Now I know you're going to
What'd
be.
you say?
You're going
I-
to say that
What'd
you're a
you
lot
say?
of these, but you
I-
have to pick one of them. You're going to say you're a lot of these, but are you energetic, fun, hardworking, careful, single-minded, or determined?
What Well, I want to know
I
what
said
this
fuck.
Winka.
I would say fun.
I would
I would
want to
say
know what
fun.
this
I would-
Winka said. I say fun.
Now that
I
you're
would say
retired. Yeah.
Winka.
All
You're
right.
retired.
We're
How
gonna
come
go
we
with
always
fun.
talking
We're
these
gonna go with
English
fun.
accents.
Click
Because
it.
the coin, maybe.
I'm clicking fun. I'm clicking fun.
Yeah,
Here we
God
go.
save the
fun's
queen.
it. Fun's it.
All right, here we go. Results. Processing. Processing. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Oh, here's the score.
Mike, your
You
mental age is 57.
Hey, that's what I'm trying to say.
Michael.
Hey, that's what I'm trying to say, Jack.
4 years younger than you actually are. Tied with me.
Yeah, 4 years
which-
of kin.
Tied with me, which is 21 years older than I actually am.
What's that tell you, bro?
I mean, I'm just saying we're cut from the same fucking cloth, brother. So start listening to me when I tell you shit's good and shit's bad. Either way, your mental age is 57. It shows that you have enough perseverance to achieve your goals, and now life is beautiful for you. And you enjoy things that'll make you feel good and give you peace of mind.
Oh.
And I think, honestly, I think that is spot on for Dad.
That's sweet.
I
And
think
you.
that's pretty spot on.
And you.
And me, personally.
You know what? Stop working.
All right, well, let me just, I'll just stop working.
Stop it.
I'll hang up my apron. Let's go.
Stop it.
Guys, thank
Stab
you
it.
so
Stab
much.
it. Stab it, Peter
Okay?
Griffin.
Stop it.
Stab
Rabbi,
it. Just
Rabbi,
Griffin.
you've been working all your life. Stop it.
Just strap it. Just
Stab
strap it. Guys, thank you so much for hanging in there tonight. I hope you guys have enjoyed yourself as much as we have. For every one of you out there listening.
And I
there's
hope you guys
1,000 of you
enjoyed as
that
much
are-
as we,
Yeah, and just tell your
Coming
fucking
at ya.
friends. And make sure you're going out there and going to Facebook and liking the page. They call us The Breeze, Tiger Cage Media.
Wow.
Make sure you're going
Yeah.
to YouTube and liking
Wow.
Tiger Cage Media. We only have one last thing to say. Ryan, what is it?
I love you guys. I'll see you down at the Hapa.
Dad, what do you say, man?
See you long goodbye. I'll be the same.
I'll be to say goodbye.
Yeah.
What is
Bye,
that?
We love you guys, everybody. Good night, everyone. We love you.
See
Bye.
y'all. Thanks for watching, folks.